Energy, we setting the tone. We setting the tone. Let's get it. Let's get it. We setting the tone, and today it's going to be about the body keeps the score. The body keeps the score. Doesn't that sound like a song lyrics or something? The body keeps the score. Hey, let me not even start. The body keeps the score. Listen, there's a book out there by Oprah and some other guy that illustrates how the body keeps the score in relation to your emotions and trauma, right? And I'm not really going to talk about that particular book, but I'm really going to be talking about my clinical professional experience processing trauma as an illustration of the body keeping the score. The body keeping the score is basically, you may go through an experience that may feel traumatic to you. This could be a breakup or heartbreak. This could be a death of a family member, right? You may be experiencing grief and you don't really process it, right? So you turn to distractions around you to kind of provide you some brief relief of what you feel. And you do this every single day, smoking weed, alcohol, sex, whatever is your go-to relief. You do that as if it's going to help you release what you feel in your body. The body's always going to remember the emotion that you have yet to process. That's why there's stiffness in the body at times in certain limbs, right? That's why you always feel triggered when somebody says something, because your nervous system is highly activated because you have yet to process what happened to you 5 years ago. You have yet to process what happened 2-3 months ago. You're holding it in. Your body's going to keep the score. The score basically is a reflection of how many times you experience heavy emotions without processing it. So a breakup, that's 1 point. A heartbreak, that's 2 points. Your parents not accepting you, that's 3 points. Not doing well in school, 4 points. And the list continues, right? So without processing certain experiences, your body maintains and retains it. And that's not good, because that causes disease. If your nervous system is not relaxed or settled and you're living in a reality that's like high-paced, stressful, overwhelming, right? We already deal with a lot of stuff in our world of work and other responsibilities. So we want to make sure our temple, our body is at peace. So I'm going to be talking about 3 ways to help you release emotions, right? 3 ways to help you release emotions, because holding emotions in create subconscious triggers. You may ask yourself, dang, why did I just spaz out over somebody asking me a question? Why did I just get upset at my girlfriend for just asking me this or doing this for me? Right? Because our body is so tense with all of these emotions. Your body's always going to remember experiences that were traumatic. Processing emotions sometimes take work, right? Everybody doesn't have access to a therapist or a professional. And let alone our friends may not know how to provide that insight for us. So the body keeping the score, right? You just want to acknowledge what you feel. Like, damn, I feel angry because my dad just said this about me. Damn, I feel like I'm not enough because I can't even secure a relationship, right? Whatever the feeling is, disappointment, dissatisfaction, sadness, identify the emotion. Then what you do from there is you become intentional with releasing the emotion. Number one way to release an emotion is creating closure. So many times we leave wounds open without really creating closure into understanding the why. I need closure so I can know how to move forward after this. I need closure so I can know how to navigate myself after that experience. I need closure. If I just experienced a breakup, I want to know, why did you break up with me? Did you not think I was communicating? Did you not trust me? Was the sex not pleasing? I want to know so I can know how to apply my best self to my next relationship. You're creating closure. Now, sometimes you can create closure through that other person or through that experience, but other times closure is really created for yourself, right? So you are creating the closure for yourself. Okay, I left that relationship. The relationship didn't work out because I wasn't my best self, because I was this or I was that. It's okay. I forgive myself for doing so. You're not forgiving nobody else but yourself, and you're going to move forward in the direction of progression. We're not wasting no time. We're not sitting in emotions no more. We becoming serious. We're not. We elevating. We elevating. So the body keeping the score is an illustration of pent up emotions in your body. One is to create closure for the experience, right? Create your own sense of closure. Number two, body movement. Be intentional though, right? Because I know a lot of times we may experience some traumatic stuff, and then we may go to the gym or exercise or go for a run to get our minds off of that situation. Sometimes that's a pleasant distraction, but it's going to reoccur. Let's believe. So you want to make sure that you are intentional with releasing this emotion through exercising. Going to the gym. Damn, I feel upset because my manager just fired me for no reason. Let me release this feeling of anger and frustration through exercising. I promise you it'll feel better when you utilize your words and your thoughts to influence how you would like to release. Oftentimes we don't even address it. We never talk about the stuff that happened to us. You don't have to address it to nobody else but yourself. All you have to do is just tell yourself. You can write it down even. Right? You have to be intentional with body movement because the body needs movement to keep itself healthy. The body requires movement to keep itself healthy. Being intentional. Intentionality. We're not feeding into distractions. We're not repressing or suppressing emotions. We're allowing it to come to surface. We are verbalizing what we feel and releasing it through moving our bodies. Jumping jacks in the kitchen. Push-ups in the bedroom. Shadow boxing in the living room. Any type of way to be intentional in releasing the emotion that you feel in your body. Lastly, communicating. I'm a victim of not communicating what I feel somebody did to me, or not communicating how I feel about something. So instead I hold it in, and guess what? I'm only sabotaging myself. Because if I hold it in, sometimes, right, if it's not that deep, sometimes it kind of subsides and we never really think about it as much. But other times when it's those most heaviest things, right? A family member passed away, I never talked to anyone about it. I don't have any money in my bank account, but I never told anyone. I don't like asking for help. So when you communicate to other people what's going on in your world, when you open that door to vulnerability, you are releasing. Oh my goodness. You are releasing emotions from your body when you communicate what's going on internally to other people. Even to this camera. You can just record it and nobody has to see it. You can do it to your dog. You can do it out loud to yourself. But whatever route you feel comfortable doing, communicating what you feel, and I know it's not the easiest, fellas. Ladies, I know it's not the easiest too. But it's necessary because the body's always going to keep the score of that emotion anytime something similar of an experience happens. 3 ways to release emotions: creating closure, intentional body movement, and communicating to other people. Doing this will allow you to release and feel regulated internally. Your nervous system will feel regulated internally because the body is always going to maintain and retain that emotion if it's not processed and if it's a heavy emotion. I hope this helps. Elevated thinking.